Should be
Your
cheating.
man that run the beach.
They be cheating.
Y'all ready?
They cheating for sure. They
They
cheating.
cheating.
Count me down, Big A.
Hey, 5, 4,
2,
3,
1, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Suck my dick from the back.
50 vote.
Toe mouth,
36.
dog,
Brown
head,
cow.
route
13.
mouth, trout mouth. Bitch, you we back here.
Son of a whore. I hope you have sons and they grow to be strong, healthy men.
Bitch, I have you.
And they have accidents where they lose their legs.
I hope you have 9.
Don't you
tuplets,
weave
bitch.
that bobble.
He said 9
I hope your
tuplets.
kids have dicks for fingers.
Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it.
Fuck you and your kids and they little flaccid fingers.
Flaccid fingers.
Hey, y'all. So, I don't know if y'all know.
We back, bitches.
We back
Yeah.
like cook crack. And listen, we went down a slew of topics.
Slower,
Or slower.
but not a whore.
Holler at our power forward right here. You know what I'm saying?
Big ticket.
Enforcer. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I'm sitting next to Suge. You know what I'm saying? You know, listen, y'all. Speaking of Netflix, my man Dave Chapelle, this nigga a legend.
Go.
Yeah.
Go status, to be
My
honest.
man, the only nigga I seen walk away from 50 million,
Turn down.
turn down 50 mils, and it's gone for like 10 years, and come back and set the world on fire the same way, and he got these motherfuckers, man. Dave Chapelle, dog. Hey, you got a salute from me, homie, because you definitely talking how you bring it, homie. It seems like the lettuce, tomato, bacon, quinoa, and
This one is not going to go.
I mean,
She-
all he
and-
did was say lettuce, tomato, bacon, quinoa.
He's making a
L-
sandwich.
lettuce, greens, tomatoes, bacon. How does shit go?
He said
L?
quinoa.
Yeah.
Kiwa.
It's a BLT.
Joaquin. That's my conversion.
It's a BLT plus.
That man say, Joaquin.
Right.
It's a BLT.
Keanu.
Oh, the commercial.
That's my joint, yo.
Keanu. I was like, what?
They mad at Dave Chapelle, y'all.
Pissed.
If
Well,
y'all-
still mad.
Still, man.
They've
They
been
never
mad.
not been
They've been
mad.
mad 3 specials ago.
Like
So-
shit.
I don't know. I mean, and y'all holler at us because we in the black community, and you know, all types of atrocities, discriminations, all kinds of shit that you know, we done endured here in these good old United States of America, where I mean, we had to fight for some shit, dog. Where versus a group who can pretty much hijack your struggle and you know, just do whatever they want with it. Dave,
He ain't for the shits.
He put it on blast.
He's not for the shit.
Trey, can you please?
Yeah.
This is my last special. I have an objective tonight.
You know he was on some bullshit.
I'd like to start by addressing the LBGTQ community directly. And I want every member of that community to know that I come here tonight in peace. And I hope to negotiate the release of the baby.
It was a big get our man back, man. What the fuck?
Sad story. The baby was the #1 streaming artist until about a couple weeks ago. He took a nasty spill on stage and said some wild stuff about the LBGTQ community during a concert in Florida. Now, you know I go hard in the paint, but even I saw that shit and was like, God damn. Ooh, he pushed the button, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He pushed the button, punched the LBGTQ community right in the AIDS.
Oh, shit. Hey, Dave, go ahead, Slim.
Can't do that. Can't do that. But I do believe, and I'll make this point later, that the kid made a very egregious mistake. I will acknowledge that. But, you know, a lot of the LBGTQ community doesn't know the baby's history. He's a wild guy.
Wow, nigga there.
Yeah.
He once shot a nigga and killed him. in Walmart.
In Walmart. Boots
Oh,
gone.
this is true. Google it. The baby shot and killed a nigga in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career.
Not one
Nothing.
thing.
So more.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
These niggas love gangster shit. On the death row.
This
In
death
our
row,
country,
baby.
you can shoot and kill a nigga,
Yep.
but you better not hurt
It's
a gay
allowed.
person's feelings.
Hello.
Better not.
There it is right
You can
there.
take a joke, but you
There it
can't
is.
take a dig.
Shout out to D.L. Hughley and Dave Chapelle. Fellas, that's the last topic. I got many questions about this shit.
Move up some.
For one, why target the strong? Why target a strong black male audience and subject us to saying these egregious things or hearing these or hearing egregious things like? They make our community the either the victim or like the nigga that fall on the sword for this shit. They want Dave to take that shit down, don't they?
Yeah. So there's the National Black Justice Coalition, which interesting is ran by LGBTQ.
Some
plus.
dudes.
Yeah. Want him. They petitioned Netflix to take it down. Because they feel as though. They feel as though his jokes are offensive. I've watched it twice. I didn't get offensive. I never once had that moment where I was like, "Ooh, I don't know about that one." Like I never had that. I listened to his jokes. He makes a very good point. He makes excellent. Well, Dave Chappelle makes excellent points all the time.
Which makes sense.
But I think in this day and age, like he said, you can shoot and kill a black man.
Nobody
Nobody cares. But if you hurt someone's feelings, it's a big deal.
Yeah. So can I say this shit? How does it feel to have a group that pretty much, I mean, listen, we all foundational black Americans, meaning our grandparents and maybe their parents probably was here and actually did some shit for free. You know what I'm saying? For have a group hijack your struggle. Because they say that hating one of them is like hating a black person, but I mean,
It ain't equal.
It ain't equal. I mean, they got gay black people. You know
I mean,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Dave laid that out pretty clear of who he has a problem with. So I don't get the uproar at all. I don't get it. I don't understand it. He made a joke in a joking form as a comedian would do, where his story, the way Dave tell jokes, it built and built and built for you to understand the layers and the depth of what he was saying and what he meant.
Right.
So if you watch the special and got it, he clearly said, not transphobic. But in a joking way, he kept saying, but I'm transphobic.
That's sarcasm.
Just to let you know, it's the sarcasm and all. But he then again double backed on the last, I think, about 15 minutes of the special and say, my problem is not with the trans community, with gay, with the LGBTQ, none of them. It's with white people.
Yep.
When you decide, I'm not just gay no more, I'm white gay.
now, yeah.
So I got to use my white privilege, which a black gay person can't do.
Can't do. Right.
Can't do.
With a Hispanic gay person,
Cannot
can't do.
I cannot do.
Or any minority gay person cannot.
Cannot do.
And if you paid attention to Dave Chappelle's specials, he's always had a problem with the same person.
Same person.
He's never wavered on who he has an issue with. He has an issue with white people.
Period.
Dumb.
He has. And he's never wavered on that. Even the executives from Comedy Central,
So,
white people,
them crackers.
He had an issue with them.
So look, it was a documentary that came out recently this year. Tariq Nasheed, Hidden Colors, 1804 documentary, put out a documentary which is called Buck Breaking, which goes over.
My man put the emphasis on buck, so wouldn't nobody think he said butt. I got you, man.
Talk to him, shit.
I already know.
Buck
this
Thanks for
is.
clearing that up.
Breaking.
Yeah.
What is a buck?
'Cause probably like, why you put
What is a
emphasis
buck,
on-
Trey?
Male.
Somebody. So what is a buck? We gotta make it plain to you. What is a buck?
100.
No. or 100. Or
100. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100.
or in our ancestors' terms,
How
a
deep,
big.
how deep are you about to take us in this?
I'm out. That's for you to determine, bro. A buck is your biggest, strongest nigga in the field. In slave master terms, my biggest, strongest nigga, buck breaking. But I can't have this nigga being stronger than me. So we subject this buck to practices which are inherently homosexual, where
This sounds like you doubling back on R. Kelly. What
Yeah,
this
where
guy
are we
do?
going with this?
That's right. You taking me down a dark place, man. I wasn't trying to
Where
go,
are we
Mo.
going with this, bro?
Bruh,
That's what I said. I hope you're not going too
Nah,
deep. 'Cause
bruh, this is
supposed to be funny,
Bruh,
and
it's
light.
funny, but this is funny. But like Dave, it was funny, but it was real. Buck breaking is real. What they did to
No, it's real, but what's the correlation?
Yeah, where we going?
the correlation is once again, here we go, the same mafia, right? Who did these type of things to great grandfathers.
So what you're saying is the
you
KKKs
saying-
is gay and they've been running this shit the whole time. Is what you're trying to correlate to?
Well, they
What I'm
made
getting.
niggas gay.
You don't gotta.
They made black
You
people
gotta let me
be gay?
finish. You don't gotta let me finish. The process of buck breaking was taking your biggest, blackest, strongest slave that
And
you
making
fed
him-
the most, and they did things to him like rape them, all that kind of shit, right? To take away all his credibility.
Okay.
But I guess in these days you can't. They ain't gonna actually rape Dave Chappelle, but they would take his credibility.
Okay.
These motherfuckers have been in control longer than
So they
what we know.
buck
he's-
breaking Dave Chappelle without literally raping him and shit.
I mean,
he told you in the special you can't break
Remember
me.
when Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million for the first time, and Dave Chappelle said what they wanted him to do? He said, "Fuck no."
Here's the thing. Here's what
they were
Dre.
trying buck breaking.
Here's the thing. He's leaving out an essential element to this buck breaking. When you talk about buck breaking with slaves, the reason for the buck breaking is because
Go ahead.
was because the slaves were seen to be defiant.
And what they do in
And
return?
so they use sexual violence against them
They raped them.
as a way to kind of get them to comply.
Tone down, right.
Right. So what Dre is trying to say is they deem Dave Chappelle as defiant.
It's a buck.
And so the way they think in a way, but I don't know because I would imagine Dave's not getting raped.
Not
So
saying that.
I don't know.
But
I don't know how it fits.
But here's what I was going with it, young. But once again, with this type of bullshit, they making our folks the mascots for this shit.
I think you reached too far back.
Yeah,
you had
I
to
don't-
go
I
far
don't know.
back. for
It
that.
does go that far back.
But I'm
though.
just saying you didn't have to go that far back.
I'm
It was
just-
1,000,001
it's some-
other
it's some people that don't know,
celebrities
though.
that you could have did it.
It's
to.
some people that don't know, and we just
You
talk
could have
about
spoke
we
about
just-
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, but we talk about Dave right now, but we can definitely tie Sammy Davis
But I'm just
Jr.
saying-
to that shit.
We could have made it more realistic for people in the audience as far as there's that, make it more here and now. Because people don't think slavery really happened, 400 years ago. People doubt that stuff, but it's a 1,000,001 motherfuckers same shit has happened to over the last 100 years of entertainment. We're talking about 100 years from 1900 to 2000, my nigga.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's 1,000,000 motherfuckers that happened to. Who created rock and roll?
we did.
We did. But
But Elvis is the one that they put in front of that
Elvis
shit.
is the king.
Mick Jagger, the one they got out here dancing. You seen that
Yeah.
motherfucker dance on that little clip they got rolling around on TV right now and on the internet? He can't dance for the lick
Yeah.
himself. But
They-
But I don't think they have a shot. I don't think they have a chance.
No.
Here's why I say this: $20 million per special. Correct? Am I right
Yep.
on that? And I'm sure Netflix makes a whole lot more than $20 million. So
What's
the
Netflix public
numbers
price right now?
I don't know the public price is
Yeah.
it's not really it's relevant, but it's not in this sense because this is about profit and loss. So if they pay Dave $20 million, but they make $150 million, they win. You could very well see 3 or 4 more specials, even though I know he said I'm done. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but you could
that's why.
because the numbers say
Makes
Dave
sense.
is lucrative.
Yeah.
Right. He was just
What do you
shooting
need to continue to be lucrative? Well, you need controversy.
Yeah.
Well, one of the controversies is, and has been this is his 4th special, right? This is his 4th one, right?
4th or 5th.
Yeah. So one of the controversies was that him and the transgender community got a beef, right? Or at least they got a beef with him.
They got a beef
I'm not.
with him.
I'm not.
it ain't two-sided.
Yeah, I don't
it ain't
think,
a two-way street.
I don't think it's two-way, but this isn't a Netflix thing. So that's why I'm saying I think buck breaking is a little off. Because if this were Netflix trying to break him, that would be different. This is small organizations or
Nah,
medium-sized.
hey, so-
hang on. There are medium organizations that are trying to bring him down because they didn't like what he said in his special.
I also
Because of
believe
the
that they're
jokes he
trying to
told.
capitalize on it and get themselves some publicity.
Absolutely, because the National Black Justice Coalition, I never heard of them.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of them.
As soon as you said that, I said, Google, who are these niggas?
Who are they? And then what you'll find is, this is ran by LGBTQ.
Right.
community. They're the ones who run
But
this.
that's
okay, but they have a problem with it. Of course they have a problem with
But
it.
that's kind of running wrong what I'm saying.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers just seem to be the fucking wardens when it comes to free speech, dog.
Who? How? I don't believe in that.
They
But-
black
but
Americans,
you-
like you said though.
But
it's all, it ain't really nothing happened.
Thank you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
Just because if you stepped on my toe and I didn't say anything, then it doesn't matter, right? You can step on somebody else's toe and they scream, ah! People are going to pay attention to the person that screamed, right? Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Her dog's gonna
Right.
holler.
Exactly. In this particular case, Dave Chappelle is a huge fucking megastar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? If he says something, oh, here's our chance. Now we can say, oh, he talking about trans people. He didn't say anything. I don't think he said anything disrespectful. He told a heartwarming story.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the special, watch
Please
the special.
watch it,
because he
please.
told a story about his relationship with a transgender woman that I damn near almost made me cry because it was so good. It had jokes in it.
Yeah.
And it was raunchy.
Right.
But I think he told the joke to show I don't have a problem with your community.
Right.
I love people, regardless of what fashion they come in.
Yeah.
My thing is they show up, dog, but once again they hollering. They keep saying that their issue is equivalent to the shit that we've been through, and it ain't. Especially when you got motherfuckers who pretty much participated in the own detriment.
Yeah, but Dave killed that.
definitely not equal,
Dave killed it in the special. I mean, he was very clear. Like, y'all, the struggle y'all have versus the struggle my people have had. It's not. The
It's
same.
not.
And
No,
I
it's
was-
not
I
the
was-
same.
I was
And
glad-
I also
I'm glad he
believe
said
that. I
that
also
shit.
want to say that we should stop that narrative that they believe that and pull up on the people that actually say it. Let's find the footage of the people that actually say that and pull up on them.
Yeah.
So we can stop pushing that false narrative that they saying that.
Yeah.
So we don't have any disagreement. So we can be clear and concise between each other
Absolutely.
that, okay, you don't feel that way. We don't have anybody say that. Okay, we know you don't feel that way now. So let's communicate to where as though we're all good and everything, because everything that Dave Chappelle said was all comedy. But the end of that last 20 minutes of that was all truth.
Yep.
That was
Straight
truth
truth.
about his actual life and his
But,
actual
hey,
experience.
His relationship with someone.
But
With
the thing
someone.
is, my thing is these motherfuckers are saying while these people will be gay and be in their group, they still discriminate against black people.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
They still, but they still get to take hold of the structure that was set part of them. So now they pretty much tagging along on two things. They using their gayness and their whiteness.
That's what he said.
That's
White
what Dave
people
said.
point.
That's what
That's
they,
his
that's
point.
the Dave's
That's
whole
his
point.
point.
And look, we're not arguing here, bro, because everything y'all saying is just helping. Is just we on the same page, bro.
You know what I think?
I'm not disagreeing with none of y'all niggas.
yeah.
We just that's how connected we are with this shit, dog.
I
But
think the general public gives a lot of these groups too much fucking credit.
That is
They
also-
We give them too much fucking
That's also
attention.
a belief.
listen, they
Because,
run
like I said,
they run
this-
Hollywood music
'cause-
and fashion,
like you said, have we heard of him before that?
No, I never
No.
heard of him.
and all of a
And
sudden
you
they
know
want
what?
the
I was
shit going.
shocked. I was shocked that you didn't say something about him because he's usually tapped in.
I was
to a
coming-
lot of these organizations,
but no,
which goes
because-
to show you that nobody knows who the fuck they were.
Because social media gives organizations credibility in today's time.
and that's why I said we got to stop. We started to stop acknowledging that shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the group that you mentioned that who had a problem, I mean,
One of them at least.
it was Ali. You slam dunk that shit home, dog. But yeah, we don't know who this group is.
But we know who they are now
Yeah, now
because
We
of Dave
don't know-
Chappelle.
Is it run by a bunch of white people though? It says I'm black,
It does say black.
but is the head of it a bunch of white guys?
You know what? I'll look it up. Y'all,
It's
y'all
like-
keep
women
talking,
with
I'll look
or
it up.
white binary,
no,
whatever
it's
you
like
want to call it.
it's like Black Lives Matter. It's like Black Lives
don't
Matter
get me
ain't.
started.
It's not ran by anybody black. It's funded by.
Black Lives Matter is run by a bunch of queer women.
Come on home.
So I'm just keeping it 100. When George
Soros.
When we start, and George Soros, who's a white billionaire.
A white
Like Dave
billionaire.
Chappelle. I think
And-
the feminist movement needs a man to run it.
And he a Jew like
All
us.
I ask is y'all suck my dick. That's what he said.
That's all he asked for.
Now we back to square zero
That's what he asked for. With your fingers?
with your fingers.
Suck my fingers.
Yo, my question is, why is it always our motherfuckers, dog? Why
You know,
is it,
hold
why
on.
is it our, why is it our greats? Why is it our motherfuckers
Hold on,
that's
Dre.
caught up in
I
this
found
shit,
something
dog?
interesting that the website doesn't look like it's working.
Go ahead, Big Three. Oh shit.
I clicked on it. All right, there we go. All right, I was gonna say. All right,
Talk
go
to
ahead, go ahead. I just want to see who people who run this.
Go ahead. Talk to him.
No, go ahead, because I'm still looking.
So
it up.
listen, we all know Black Lives Matter is ran by the Soros Foundation. You can't take those facts away. And a couple non-FBA people, they not American, meaning they don't really know what, they don't really have our same struggle. They come here with another mindset, dog. But we're here, we talk about Dave Chapelle, dog. I'm surprised none of these motherfuckers seen the Rick James skit. This is the most controversial motherfucker of all time, dog. If you remember when
I wouldn't call it controversial. That's putting the wrong label to it.
I'm saying in court in their stances, they
But
like,
the topics are controversial.
yeah, it is. But for us,
Even if he's not trying to be controversial,
it's real to
wouldn't
us
call it
because
controversial.
it's real to us
It
because
is
we
what it
see it
is,
all the
though.
time. We've been dealing with that shit. We see it every day. So that's just a regular thing. But
Right. But
we
apparently it's
still joke
controversial
about
because
it.
they feel some type of way.
And they
So
heard
that's what
about
makes it controversial.
I
Yes,
would
sir.
call it real comedy.
But
That's
I
what
mean,
would call it.
at the end of the day, it's
Real.
controversial because they feel some type of way about it. Even though they being them, they are who they are. Why the fuck we can't just make a joke about it?
The problem is it's not surface level comedy. He not talking about, oh, I got a relationship problem. Me and my lady, my lady did it. She went and got a $300 oil change. I cursed that bitch out.
Yo, that was
you know
funny.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't that shit. It
was
ain't
funny,
that
though.
bullshit. It's about, oh, I got a trans friend and these people instead of telling me that
And
I'm a
that's what he's saying.
transphobic,
He's like,
are you
why-
fucking retarded?
And that's what he's saying. He's like, why the
Not
fuck?
only does he have a trans friend, but he put that trans friend in a position to succeed,
Right.
Which he didn't have
Opened
to do.
up every time he
for
came
him.
in.
And
That's it.
because
I mean-
and because that trans friend is a friend of Dave Chappelle and decided to defend him on a place that ain't real, which is Twitter.
It
She,
ain't real.
she then went and committed suicide because of the backlash. she
Unreal.
received.
And don't forget
unreal.
about the skit
Come
where
the fuck on.
Unreal, bro.
don't
Come
forget
on,
about
man. That
and don't
shit's
forget
crazy.
about the skit where Dave had
That goes
Mario
into that
Cantone
Facebook,
on
Instagram
it.
shit that we were talking about earlier. It ties into it.
Absolutely.
So it's algorithms in the play.
Oh hell yeah! I looked at
By the way, the National Black Justice Coalition is ran by a black gay man.
It is.
His name's Keith Boykin.
He's buck broken.
you said his butt broken.
That too. His ass is broken. He
Definitely.
a broken buck with a broken butt.
I just think at some point in time, us people who understand that comedy is comedy, and listen, some of the best comedy in the world is controversial, and it cuts a little bit.
Yo,
It's
go
supposed
back
to
and
hurt.
listen to some Red Fox,
Yeah.
and if that don't hurt
Yeah.
your feelings as a person of not black, you got a problem then.
But sometimes there can be some sort of clarity that comes from jokes. You ever had somebody make a joke to you, and you were like, motherfucker, but then you think about it, you like,
Damn.
That was
right.
funny.
You're right.
Hey, young.
You're right.
I just
You know
wanna,
what I mean?
I just want to say that if your friends don't join on you, they ain't your friends.
You know why a lot of these kids are shooting up schools?
'Cause they don't
Because
join.
y'all not joining on your kids at home. Talk
join.
shit to your kids.
I grew up with kids that if you
You ain't
step
gotta
out
be
the
mean,
house,
but talk shit to them.
if you step out the house the wrong shit on, then boy, that's what
You
you
got
gonna
blazed.
hit.
burnt.
As soon as you step out
And
the house,
then you had,
boy, I'm
then you
about
from
to
the
fire
DMV,
your-
so you had to have hands. You from the city to be specific.
Shout out
You
to
can- you either
Kwame.
could join-
Yeah, shout out to Kwame.
Yeah.
Shout out
You
to
can
Kwame.
join or
Shout
you
out
can
my
fight.
nigga Kwame.
This punk ass bitch throwing bunkies on everybody.
Right.
Straight up.
You can fight or join, dog. But
Straight up, man.
your friends don't join on you, dog. They don't love you, Slim. They not your friends, dog.
I mean, we used to sit at the lunch table and just joan on each other.
Our parents joined on us.
Social media made motherfuckers soft. son.
Really.
Niggas is soft.
Marshmallow.
What Mike Tyson say? What Tyson say? Social media made you motherfuckers say a lot of shit
made niggas
that you won't
breathe.
say in a motherfucker face.
Face, right.
And you scared to get punched in your motherfucking face, so you gonna keep saying it online.
That nigga
That's why I
soft,
like
man.
that show. I don't know where it was. I saw it online. I think it was on YouTube, where niggas was talk shit online on Twitter and shit, Instagram, and then that said
they-
person will
they
pull up.
pull up, yeah.
Zab Judah pulled up on this nigga was talking greasy. He walked in the store. He said, "There goes Zab right there." He said, "Oh, Zab!" He hugged him, hurt him.
Nah, dick.
But man, he said,
Nah.
"Nah, hold the fuck
Nah.
up." He said, "Step outside right quick." He said,
Nah.
"No." He said, Zab said, "No, seriously, step outside. I'm gonna beat your ass."
I want to see you real quick.
Hey.
Like this was a real show, but he was really gonna catch a fade with him. Like, nah, you was talking greasy.
He's gonna jab that nigga up.
Do anything
He
for
gonna
clout.
jab
So that's
Judah
why
that nigga.
that's why you have the kid that's in Texas right now that shot the school. I think he shot 3 people.
Yeah.
In Texas, and his parents said, well, he was being bullied.
America was mad because
And I'm
Was
just
he
like-
being bullied or was he just being joned on? For
And it's
fun?
just like, okay, well, what are we, what are we
America was
talking about?
mad
And he got
'cause-
into a fight. The fight was over. He went and got a gun and came back and shot the kids.
Oh, he said
That sounds
So
like
that doesn't sound like bullying to me.
That sound like he took an L and
he
didn't
got
know how
mad
to do
about
it.
it.
Didn't know how to handle that
That
shit.
sound like some Red Dead Redemption shit.
And people say things to me like, "Oh, why you talk to your son like that?" Because if my son hears it in the house, it doesn't sting as much when he goes outside the house. It's the same thing with drinking. I know I shouldn't say this, but a lot of us drink with our parents before we actually went out.
Yeah.
So that way, the act of getting drunk wasn't this magical thing. We had already been there, done that. It wasn't that big a deal.
I smoked with my father before.
But then you get the 21-year-old who's never drank anything and they were sheltered.
They going
and
overboard. They
and now
OC
drunk,
with it now.
And they're the ones passed out on the street.
That's them latchkey kids y'all won't let
Yeah.
outside. Let them motherfuckers outside, man.
The real world is mean. It's
cruel,
fuck.
yeah.
It's cruel.
World ain't nice.
And,
World ain't
and
nice,
being
man.
nice to everybody is not the answer.
It's not.
It's not going
'Cause
to
that's
fix
not
everything.
gonna ever
You got to
happen.
come into this bitch with your sword.
The thing I tell my kids is
Yes.
always, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but to put it in real life perspective, you got to have your armor on. You got to have your protective shield. You got to be able to take whatever's going to come at you and know that tomorrow is going to come.
Absolutely.
I got to be prepared for it in today.
And it might be worse.
You know what I'm saying? And it can always be worse than what it is. You can't dwell on the shit. You can't compile shit. You can't make one problem bigger than the next problem because guess what? It's going to be another problem to fuck tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The shit is going to be there.
I think because we out of time, but I think one of those things is everybody at some point in time as you go through middle school and high school, and for those of people who went to college, you find out where you at on the totem pole, on the food chain. You find out where you at. Are you the funny guy that nobody will talk shit to because you'll fry their ass and they know it, right? Or are you guy that people pick on? But at some point in time, you learn that, and you either take it one or two ways. And I know for our generation, it was, all right, you're not gonna keep talking shit about me. Either we gonna fight, or I'm gonna get better at telling jokes.
I mean,
one of the two.
Real quick. In middle school, I was a nigga that played Pokemon with motherfuckers, played Frisbee. That wasn't a popular shit, but ain't nobody fuck with me because I wasn't about letting nobody just say anything to me.
You gonna stay in your
That's
ground.
good.
Yeah, I played Pokemon, nigga.
That's because you was
And
6'2"
what?
in the
Fuck you
8th
talking
grade,
about?
shoot.
Nah, I wasn't.
These
though.
Hawaiian Sophie
I
shirts
wasn't.
like
I-
that.
nah.
Say something. Fuck
You
out of
did,
here.
though.
Fuck
But
out
nah,
of here.
I ain't hit my growth spurts until 10th grade, but I wasn't about to be no little sensitive ass motherfucker crying when somebody say, "Oh, you playing Pokeball?"
We got to
Yeah,
stop
I'm playing
raising
Pokeball.
these sensitive.
Yeah,
Like, we got to
sensitive
stop
shit.
that shit.
Young, like the fuck, own your
Get
shit.
that shit
and
out your
man up.
home.
Yeah.
The fuck, you play
Yeah,
Pokemon? You
facts.
gotta play it.
Get it
that
out
shit
your
out-
home.
get it out
Get
your
it out your
home.
house first.
Yeah, man.
As soon as Ali started that bullshit, nigga, come on, nigga, you about to do some push-ups. Now, dog.
Yeah, man.
But it ain't
He always
even,
gonna
it
make
ain't
Ali
even,
do push-ups.
it ain't even that. It ain't even the
wrong with
push-ups.
us?
It ain't even that. It's just the fact that you got to instill in your
That's what I'm
child
saying.
that life is going to be tough.
Tough.
It ain't
Mental.
about being
Mental.
a man
Yeah,
because
you gotta
we
mental.
got girls, Trey. So it ain't about being a man.
Man, no, I agree
it's
with
about being a person to be able to accept things are going to be tough
gonna
in
be
life.
hard.
And get rid
Okay,
of it.
big
There
A.
is no good without bad. You know?
Okay,
and
Big
get,
A.
and get rid
Period.
and get rid of this fair shit.
Life ain't fair. Ain't nothing fair.
Everybody wants everything to be fair.
Nothing is fair.
It's not fair. You know, there ain't no such thing. Get rid of this shit. Get that shit out your mind. I tell my son all the time, but that's not fair, Dad. I don't give a fuck if
You
it's
know
fair
what
or
you
not.
accept. It ain't the fairness you accept. It's the odds you accept. What odds are better in my favor?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it ain't all fair. It's some shit you ain't liking about it, but you accepting it because guess what? I got to work tomorrow. I got to go about my life. Whatever it is I got to do. I got to get these groceries. I got to take care of these twins.
Yep.
You going to accept it because guess what? It's a better 64% that way than that other 40 motherfucking 4 on the other side, 46 on the other side.
I think
Ain't
that's
it,
the
man?
perfect place to leave it, man.
Ain't it, man?
Because we
Ain't
definitely
it?
out of time.
And that's where we gonna drop that motherfucker off.
For the
man.
birthday, nigga.
Hey, look,
I don't think anybody got nothing left to drink but the mo. I got a little bit.
Hey, before we ride about it here, man, you know you gotta holler at the Squizzard, man. I'm gonna pass the motherfucking rock to the big 3. We're gonna swing it all the way back around.
I'm gonna be careful with my words this time because I fucked up the intro. Actually, I like sitting over here. This not bad.
right?
Yeah, it's
You
not
feel
bad.
the power in that seat.
It's not bad. I might want to sit over here a little bit more. Look,
Feel the power.
I think we
He coming to the west side.
Nah, don't do that shit to me,
Coming to
Trey.
the west side.
You on the east side now. Fuck that chain, nigga. That's the big road chain on the side, nigga. Fuck that.
He ain't say, "Oh, I like the east side." He ain't say that shit.
Yeah,
You know,
y'all-
we doing like the real park shit. Come on, nigga.
Y'all got better weather and better beaches over here.
there you go.
Women, weed, and weather.
They ain't got
baby.
better beaches.
Women, weed, and weather.
No. Look, I enjoyed this episode, man. You know, shout out to Dre. Happy birthday. We miss you,
Happy
Vic. We'll
birthday,
see you on
nigga.
episode 11.
Big King
Hey,
V.
Vic, make sure you get back. I know Pablo got you in there running them things.
Yeah.
Master Roshi.
Yeah, don't get caught. Look forward to episode 11. Obviously, don't forget to follow us Instagram 4100 Grant. Comment I know y'all got questions about the lunch and ask questions. So we'll see y'all. Excuse me. I'll see. I think I'm still hosting.
He's still hosting,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm still hosting.
Nigga fucking up.
I'll see you on the next.
Boom. You done hollered at my 2 guards. Now I'm gonna bring it to my 5.
Slash
Big Suge. Big Suge, talk to him,
Hey,
Suge.
man, live, laugh, love. Emphasis on laugh, man. Shout out to Progressive.
Facts.
Live, laugh, love.
Shout out Progressive.
Shout out Progressive.
Shout out to LGBTQ plus.
We don't say that shit. That shit out there. Live, laugh, love. He threw that shit in the trash can.
Let me
Man, laugh, man. Straight up.
When he
Laugh.
passes
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
4. When he passes to the 4, what you say, Big A?
Hey,
Thank you guys for the opportunity, man.
shout out Vic.
Shout out one time for my man Vic. Best mule in the game. Made Pablo a billionaire. Hey, but real talk though. Shout out Dre, man, for the birthday episode.
Straight
My
up.
nigga Dre.
Dre, man.
One of the realest out here, man. Stay down for the crown, no doubt. Hey, how we coming down on the slab, Dre, one time for him. Let them know who you is and where you coming from.
Hold up. Yeah, you punk bitch, you.
Straight up.
Listen, man. They call me many names in this circle, Joe. I could be motherfucking Drizzy, Dre, D-R-E. I'm the black man. I'm here with the black man. Black man is God, Slim. And guess what? Nigga turned 37. Listen, y'all. All I gotta say, y'all, is peace. That's what it's gonna take, y'all.
True.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Fuck me up with that one. Wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that.
That's it. That's
That's it and that's all. Happy birthday, niggas!
He fucked.
Hey,
He fucked me. I wasn't expecting that.
first episode he ended without telling the motherfucker suck his dick.